step round, we are going to do some more Nirvana. This is Dumb. I thought I'd do an easy one since we've been doing some more complicated songs lately. Alright, so this one is tuned down a half step. And now as far as tone is going, when I listened to the recording, it sounded like he's playing a Strat with the neck pickup. And it's some sort of like hot rodded neck pickup, like like the DiMarzio Cruisers or like a dual blade that kind of has like a humbucker type sound. So I think it's pretty important to be able to recognize certain tones and how they're maybe were created on recordings, and that'll also help you dial in great tones for your own sounds for your own songs, or if you're covering songs too. So anyway, Strat, tune down a half step, neck pickup, some reverb, clean tone, we're good to go. Alright, so the chords for the verse and intro part, kind of in typical Kurt Cobain fashion, he plays his power chords as bar chords, so you end up getting like suspended 4 chord sounds with some of the chords. So the first chord is an E5, but sometimes when he's playing that chord, he strums maybe a little bit too far into the third string, so he's barring this chord with just the first finger. So that may have been a mistake or might have been intentional. Hard to say. So that would be open 2 2 2, E suspended 4. So the next chord is an A5, and he's just doing that with a 1-finger bar, so just kind of moving that bar down a little bit. So on strings 5, 4, and 3, you'd have open 2 2. So the next chord is kind of the same type of deal as the first chord. He's playing like a G5, but with just 2 fingers. So sometimes you're hearing the sus4 on the third string in there. So this would be 3 5 5 5. And then the next chord is a C major chord, played on your inner 4 strings. So that's 3 5 5 5. All right. So generally the rhythm that he's playing is 1 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 and 3 and 4 and so giving the every other chord like a full quarter note. All right, so what he does to start the riff is just an open E note, and then, part of the higher part of the chord, and then back to the open E. And then for the A chord, he's arpeggiating it for the first 3 eighth notes. And then the last eighth note is back to this open E. So like, alright. The G5 chord, we're going to do a 1 2 and type thing. So, and again, you're coming back to the low open E. Okay, and then same type of deal with the C chord, but we're going to do all eighth notes. So bass note, higher parts of the chord, back to the open E. So there is some real like palm muting too, kind of like in Lithium and other songs like this that have kind of like a slow, kind of clean part. And he does that, I would say, it makes the vocals kind of stand out in the mix a little bit more is one reason. So. And to give some rhythmic variety, you can fill in some of those quarter notes, probably like the one over the G, like. That type of idea. Okay, let's check out the chorus. All right, so the chorus part is just two chords basically. So we'll talk about the chords here. You have an E5, so that's fretted like an E minor chord, but you're muting your third string. Okay, and then the next chord is a G. So this G chord is played 3rd fret on your low string, 5th string is muted. You have open 4th, open 3rd, open 2nd, and then another G root note on your 1st string. So the strumming rhythm is just a 1 2 and 4 and, or down down up up down up. Okay, so. does is he plays the final G chord as a G/B by sliding the middle finger up to the 7th fret and muting the 5th string still, and you still have those open strings on your 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, so like that kind of sound, and then you're back to the verse. Alright, so you have the verse, another chorus, then we have a bridge. The bridge is really simple, just 2 chords. I'll play it for you. So it's just a B to a C chord. So on your inner 4 strings, 2, 4, 4, 4, to just sliding that up a fret. The last time the C chord is played, it's just held for a whole note, and then you're back to a verse. So that does it for Dumb. Pretty easy song to play. If you ask me, the cello is really what makes this song. I mean, the guitar is extremely simple. The vocal melody is great. So, you know, it's really the vocals that sell every Nirvana song, I think. Great riffs help, and that cello, too, really adds a lot. So, really cool song. If you want the tabs or anything or extra help with this, just shoot me an email. So I'm Matt Brown, and I've got a lot more lessons coming, so please subscribe and stay tuned.